first of all, I want to say that this is a very exciting day for me. Not just for the obvious reason that it will mark the 30th anniversary of my first book, but because this is an opportunity for me to meet some of the people who have made sure that the first book, The 12th Planet, is still around and selling strongly, and followed by so far 9 other books. And this interest and loyalty that is partly expressed here today has sustained not only the book, it has also sustained me, because after each such event I feel re-energized. I feel that what I've been doing in my life has not been a waste. It had a purpose, it had a meaning. Now, many of you have come from great distances, which astonishes me, because the idea for this event was for me to have mostly local people to avoid the whole difficulty and cost, etc., of hotel accommodations in New York City, which those who arranged them probably had a good shock when they found out what the hotels in New York charge. And to have a kind of a fireplace, a conversation in which I will reminisce how I started to write and what happened during the writing and my researches and my travels, etc. But and the mailing was very limited. So I'm really pleasantly surprised, of course, but I'm really very impressed by the fact that some of you have come, not only from the other side of the United States, but quite a number came from Canada. I really appreciate it. I want all those who made the effort to know that I appreciate it. And I recognize that it's an expression of a tribute. Now, the idea for marking the 30th anniversary of the 12th Planet occurred to me not just because of the date, because one can say, you know, what was wrong with the 25th anniversary, etc. But what has been taking place is that as my books, especially The 12th Planet, were being translated into other languages, and by now to some 23, each publisher is supposed to send me 3, 5, 6 copies of the book and any reprint, etc. So my apartment, I have to say our apartment, since my wife sits here, so I have to be careful. So that our apartment looks like a warehouse, and each time that a new package arrives, which is almost weekly, she says, when are we renting the apartment next door? Because we literally ran out of space. The books are on shelves and on the floor and in drawers and everywhere. But as these books continue to come, and I open the package and I look, and here is one from Korea, and here is one from Israel, which was an achievement by itself, because what I translated from Hebrew to English now has been retranslated from English to Hebrew. Israel is full of people who can read the Bible in Hebrew, and they'll check every comma. So it was not a simple undertaking. But anyways, these books come and come. I really began to marvel myself. I said, this is really incredible. This is really incredible that here I wrote a book that was published in 1976 in the United States in its paperback edition. It is now in its 45th printing, and the publisher, Avon, now they're part of a bigger publisher, never had such a phenomenon that a 30-year-old book is still selling and in its 45th printing. And overseas, there have been any number of versions, hardcover, softcover, etc. in German. In Italy, there is now an edition that is selling in newsstands. Newsstands sell my books in Italy. So I'm really amazed myself, and I've been asking myself the question, why? What is the reason for this, not just success, but for this worldwide interest in the book? And then when I started to look at the various covers, and it's interesting how each publisher in each country have their own notion of what to put on the cover, the design, etc., and started to lay them out. And I called David, over there, who lives not far from me and has now a business of a village. So when you finished here, go and take a look at the store. But he has been very helpful to me in doing things. So I told him, you know, maybe we should put it all together and maybe have a poster. And I'm sure you saw as you walked in the two posters that emerged from those discussions. One that just reproduces the cover of the first edition of the first book, and the other, like a pyramid, gives some, not all, some or most of the other covers. And as this work of art emerged, I must tell you, I'm really astounded when I look at all those foreign covers and see all the various approaches and all the various languages. So the question remains in my mind, and maybe you wonder too, why? Why? Now, on that occasion of the 30th anniversary, I fished out. I'm known as the one who doesn't throw away anything.
Ahmed, the fisherman.
And that's the book, the latest book, not the one that's coming, called The Earth Chronicles Expeditions, which those who read it, I hope you did, or those who traveled with me and saw their pictures in them, I think this is one of the most amazing ones, but I'll talk about it later, that I found in those papers the reviews of the book, 12th Planet, when it was published in 1976.